Hey, what's up? Welcome to Degen Ed. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts like the chart behind me, which is of Fisker, ticker symbol FSR. And so the last time I did a video on Fisker, it came out on January 6th, which was a Saturday, the Saturday after the Friday close, January 5th, which put in a close of $1.33 and a new low of $1.30. Also on that day, closing that week, there was a bearish engulfing candle, which I suggested would lead to more downside. And I had thought in that video that came out on the 6th that I had mentioned that price could be coming down to $1, based on the idea that if I was a short seller, I would want to try and drive price down to $1. And that would basically, be like a trophy for me. Hey, I drove it down to $1. That's great for me. I am not a short seller, but I just thought that seemed like $1 would be a significant psychological level. And I had mentioned that during a live stream. So if you go to the channel, you can check out this live tab. I've got tons of live streams there. I try to do one every week, Sunday evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then I also try to do other streams during the week. I do ticker requests live, TRL. So I take your requests, go over any tickers you want. And so it's a really great way to casually go over stocks. And so during one of those streams, I had mentioned this idea about short selling down to $1. And so that's exactly what we got. On January 11th, we hit a low of 98.1 cents, but closing above $1, closing at $1.04. And then closing the week on January 12th at $1.03, hitting a low on the day of $1.01. And so I do think it's really good that we haven't seen any closes below $1. Hopefully that level holds and we don't get any closes below $1, but we quite possibly might. But I do want to point out that we are trading below this white downtrending line, and we had been before, and that at the time was a great opportunity to accumulate before this pop that we had seen. Unfortunately, that was retraced back into the channel, and we are now seeing new lower lows. So that does suck. But, with that being said, being below this white downtrending line, which I had mentioned in the last video based on these earlier touch points. So I'm not budging that line just because we're below it right now. I think it's significant. And I think that because we are below that line right now, the price is at a discount. That's at least my opinion. I could be wrong. I do suspect we will see lower prices, but I do think that there are some good things going on with the chart, like bullish divergence. We are seeing higher lows in the RSI while we are seeing lower lows in the price. That's bullish divergence. That's a good thing. Hopefully, what we see moving forward is a pickup on some volume and then a move back above this downtrending line, getting back above $1.41 and then continuing higher. And so thinking about moving higher, I'm just going to go switch over to look at max pain for next week, closing the week, January 19th. The max pain is $5. And so you might think that's kind of crazy because $5 is all the way up here, which was hit back in November. And so I don't think that the price is going to be $5 the end of next week. I think that is based on next week being the end of monthly options contract. And so I think that back in October, there were a lot of people probably saying, I think the price is going to be at $5 by, the middle of January, or perhaps buying around here, placing those call options. But, as it turns out, price is much lower. So I don't think that is reasonable for next week. So I think it's good to consider the max pain for the following week, which is closing January 26th Friday, 2 Fridays from now. And the max pain then is $1.50. And so I think that's much more reasonable for current price. And if we are to get to that level, that is a notable move up, a 50% increase in the current price. And that would also be getting us back above $1.41, which I view as a significant level. Because of this consolidation, we can see this volume shelf over here. So if we can get back to above $1.50, I think that'd be great. And with that being said, I think $1 is a steal. However, I could be wrong. But I do think, that's my opinion. I think that $1 is a steal, and I think we will be making our way back up to $1.50, back up to $2, this yellow line. And I do think we will eventually, possibly in 2024, I do feel like it will be this year, filling these gaps to the upside at $3.75, $4.30, and getting back to $5. So I think eventually that will happen. And I think $1 is a great discount. But those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks a lot for watching.